Welcome to the Devolution, a show to empower, enlighten, and entertain divas and those that love us.
Selves. The same thing happened when I was working on yours. The same thing happened to mine.
Oh, I was about ready to start. It's raining, singing, it's raining men.
It's raining men. No, this isn't a medley. Welcome to the Devolution Show.
Yay!
And we're live in studio tonight with those guys from that show. Welcome.
Yes.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic.
So this is it's your first time on the show itself, although you were at our special.
Right.
I had to
Both
step
of
out.
you were.
Yes.
I had to leave.
You didn't even get to talk, did you?
No,
He
I
was
didn't.
misbehaving, so he had to leave.
They
He had to
said-
go to timeout.
Put me in a corner and I had to go.
You drank too much bourbon that night. So anyway, the tables have changed a little bit because
The tables
although
have turned.
I'm still the producer, I get to do this
Like, knock it off.
What's that mean?
or this.
What's that mean? We don't have those signals in our show.
I know, and I think you probably should.
Well, our booking agent doesn't really give our guests a clear idea of what's expected.
Well,
of
it's
them.
just pretty much your. What do you want to say? I don't care.
Go.
What's the language like? Yeah,
See,
whatever the
this
hell you
is
wanna
what I
say.
mean. They just take over.
It's-
So okay, look at me.
Oh, we're
Look
getting
for the hand
the
signals.
ayahuasca
Okay.
Quiet.
So
Does it got to look at you all
we're
day?
yes, you have to look at me all night.
Oh man.
So tonight we are drinking a Grey Cliff Pinot Noir. It's absolutely delicious, isn't it, Juliana? Yes. It's really good. And thank you, Greg, at Vino Wine Warehouse.
Oh, they got good stuff there.
I'm telling you, this is very good. You might want to take a little
Reasonable
sip of it.
prices, too.
Really good prices. And he gets specials in, and you can buy a case for, like, cheap, like $4 or $5 a bottle.
Food's good too.
Wow.
yeah.
Maybe
Go
I
there
ought to
and
start
get-
drinking wine.
Go
instead
there
of
and get some
bourbon.
wine.
I'm
and some
thinking
food.
that.
Yeah.
So they're located at 511 East Midland Street. And we're going to talk about them a little bit later on, too. But they're our wine sponsor, and we thank you, Greg, very
On the
much.
east side of the river.
We want to wish Shannon in
West.
Colorado a happy birthday. Cousin Jeannie kind of fell in the middle, so we're wishing her a happy birthday. And my neighbor, Renee, happy birthday.
Hey,
Hey,
Renee,
happy
the neighbor.
birthday.
Any birthdays you
to
guys
you.
want to wish? Oh, it was just your
Eric's
birthday.
was Saturday.
That's last Saturday.
And
yeah.
happy birthday. Did you get my birthday message?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Thank you.
good.
Did I return it, or was it
No,
too
you never
wasted?
said anything,
I must
so
have been too drunk.
but I'm glad you got it. That's all I care about. And Uncle Rick's, yours was just a couple weeks
Was
ago.
the week before that? Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of birthdays coming. A lot of birthdays over with and more
Over.
coming.
Starting
There's
a new year.
There's some really good ones coming up, too.
Plenty of time to get it together.
I'm having another one.
Another birthday?
Just
No,
for the
I
hell of
am.
it. Oh, that's right. You
Yours
are.
is-
I am. Yes, my birthday and my husband's are
Very
coming
good.
up. Yeah.
Very good.
In 39 again?
No, this year I'm going to be 55.
Oh,
For
that's a
real?
good time. Double nickels.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the 27th anniversary of her 25th birthday.
Yeah.
Figure out that math. That's pretty quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, that 25th birthday was really good. You know what I did for my 25th birthday? I took myself to Europe for
There you go.
Did it
Yeah.
involve
And you came
nudity?
back?
Yeah, I came back.
Who was I? I was talking to
Seems like all my
somebody
birthdays
the other
up to
day,
the
and
last
the
25
lady was
involve
telling me her
nudity.
kids live in Europe, and they just don't want to come back. They love it over there.
I almost didn't, but my mother was sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I came back. I would have probably stayed in Florence, working at a
Influenza.
leather factory. Yeah. So anyway, here we are. So we're
Hi.
I'm also having you
Hello.
guys be in the sponsor spotlight this evening.
Sponsor
So,
spotlight.
Well, wait. If we're going to talk about the wine,
Yeah, you guys can
we
talk
have to
about
talk
yours.
about
we gotta
our.
talk about our
our
spotlight.
bourbon.
no, you don't. This is my show.
Okay.
Wow, how many times am I going to have to
Hear him on
remind
that
them?
one.
I get to pick what we're going to talk
All right,
about.
what are we gonna talk about?
Okay. So I'm going to also have you guys be the sponsor spotlight this evening, which at that point we'll talk about your show a little bit.
Oh, all right.
Deal?
All right. Good.
So
Okay.
on your show, what do we talk about?
We're
Like
going to
girl
talk
stuff?
about
We'll save the bourbon for our time.
Yeah,
what
okay.
are the differences between men and women.
Well, there's an obvious one.
Well, that's
Right.
We're not going to talk about that
They
one.
have longer hair.
Yes, they do. Most of them.
You know, you remember that song where they, on the road again, and he goes,
Yes.
you get the same old cliche, is that a woman or a man? And that's when they were just talking about the long hair, and
Right.
that's so outdated
Right.
now.
I know men with bigger boobs than some women.
Yeah, look at mine.
You can't tell by that.
You need a bro.
His mad
Did you used to watch Seinfeld?
Yes, I did.
Remember the bro?
Yes, the
Yeah,
bro.
I love the bro.
The bro man.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to ask you to name one of the main differences, and then we're going to see if they're in the top 10, but you have to keep it clean.
You did play the disclaimer, didn't you?
No, you have to
Okay.
keep it clean.
We're playing by her rules.
We're yes. Okay, so name one of the top. Should I do the echo? Because I love the echo.
You're just doing the echo. I can't hear me either.
I can.
I can't. Oh, there we go.
Hey, there you
Oh,
are.
your
hey.
microphone.
Where
Oh,
am I
I
because
can't turn it up there anymore.
sometimes during the day I
Hello?
turn these down.
Yeah,
Hello?
I turned this one up, but I couldn't.
Where's mine?
No, don't. It's loud enough.
Where's mine?
I can
can't
just hear me.
me.
There you go.
Can I hear me now? Hello?
There
I
you are.
am.
You're the third one over
Wow.
because that's the third
Okay.
microphone.
I've never been on this microphone before.
I know. That's why I came here. It was warm and squishy
Hello,
and
we're
thermal.
going
okay,
back
yeah.
to the.
Sorry.
Oh, they
What do we-
digress. horribly.
Differences between men and women.
One
Butterfly.
of the 10 looks something shiny. Squirrel.
Squirrel. ADD. My ADD's kicking in. Bright lights going by. You're gonna need to close the curtains.
Oh, there's a car. Okay, so you're gonna name one of the top 10 differences
The top
between
10.
men
Okay.
and women. If it's on here, then I'm gonna read about it and we'll talk about it. If it's not on here, you have to keep guessing.
Do we get a cookie?
Eric, you can go first. You get to sip your bourbon if
Okay.
you get one that's on here.
Yes. Bourbon.
Okay, Eric, you get to go first.
Go.
Okay, here I go.
Think
What-
about
what-
it.
What was the
Why are
question
you dressed
again?
like Joe Dirt?
The
Because
top-
I've been working all day.
Okay. Sorry.
See what I mean? Okay. Hello, over here now. One of the top 10 differences between men and women.
Okay, so guys and girls.
Right,
I get one of the top 10 differences between men and women.
right.
I would have to go with emotion.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes!
You get to take a
I am
sip.
a master of the man universe, baby.
You get to take a sip
all right,
of your
then.
bourbon.
I will do that.
Emotions. Women typically have a larger, deep limbic system than men,
Sounds
which
kinky.
don't go there,
Okay.
which allows
Limbic.
them to be more in touch with their feelings and better able to express them, which promotes bonding with others. Because of this ability to connect, more women serve as caregivers for children. The downside to this larger deep limbic system is that it also opens up women to depression, especially during times of hormonal shifts, such as after childbirth or during a woman's menstrual cycle.
What was that
God,
again?
I've never noticed.
The limbic system.
The limbic system.
That's
Can you tickle
your
that?
emotions are based.
Only if you're
I
nice.
think that's called tickling your fancy.
Your limbic
Mind if
system.
I tickle your limbics? That'd be a good pickup
She,
line.
she wants you to because that way she'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's right.
No matter how you do it, whether you do it with your eloquent speech.
I'll tickle your
Or-
limbics before
or
I finish
remember-
myself. How's that?
Remember the see what I mean? Remember what's the guy's
you
name
remember.
that just died? The
Tom Petty?
Tom Petty?
no, before that. We were talking about
Gene
it on
Wilder.
your show.
No, Hugh Hefner.
Hugh
Hugh
Hefner.
Hefner.
He died
Remember,
on Hump
Yes.
Day.
we talked about
My
his.
man.
Hump
We
day.
talked
He died
about.
on Hump Day.
Yes, he did.
Imagine
Died
that.
on Hump Day.
We talked about his favorite, his best
Pickup
pickup
line.
line.
What was it?
Hi,
Hi,
I'm Hugh Hefner.
I fell into that one, didn't I?
I
That's a
thought that
classic.
was hysterical.
I
That
love
was a
it.
good
And I
one.
just got laughed at.
Hi, I'm not Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, he's dead.
Obviously.
Well,
Hi,
now
I'm-
you can't ever
I'm
pretend
Uncle
like
Rick.
you are. That would work for your wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Second one.
Uh-oh, my turn.
Your turn.
Uncle Rick.
I already got the limnic thing.
I'm going to fail.
No.
I got the limnic thing.
You just have to guess again.
I go, why can't I just be
Limnick.
smart and know
I
it?
didn't know
You
women.
do
Why do I
it.
have to guess?
Think about it. Think about it.
Just
women all your life.
The 10 differences.
the 10
10
differences.
main differences.
I've been around
I already got one of them. So
men that
there's
thought
only
they were
9
women. Does that
left.
count?
What?
When I worked in prison, she wanted to hear a prison story. So,
I did.
Here we go.
Just
Two
say one.
no, I won't. Here's one. We had a fella in there that had larger breasts than most of the women that worked there. And one day, one of the
What does this have to do with one of the
it's a
main
prison
differences?
story. And no, she told me to tell me a prison
wanted
story.
it, Deb, sorry.
You just said tell one. I thought you meant a story,
I
not the
meant
thing.
just say one, but you can
Okay,
tell one
so
prison story.
so we used to have to
oh my God!
escort these trucks into the prison to deliver goods or to take stuff out. And the truck driver says,
That's funny
I didn't know there were women living in here.
because of the boobs.
I said, that's not a woman, that's a man.
With boobs.
Huge boobs. And he's like,
Why were they so big?
he paid for them, I guess. They were implanted.
On purpose?
Yeah, he was a
Oh, he was a cross.
he was
He was a trans?
He was a hey. Well, he was
a trans.
He wanted to be a woman. He is also missing vital parts of his manhood.
Okay, so he was a trans.
Yes.
All right, on to the next thing.
All right. Things that the 10 thing. What's the question again?
Name one of the 10
Differences.
biggest differences between men and women.
One of the.
You had
there's
emotions,
There's
right?
only 9 left.
I know it's hard.
And Alex just got here, so he can help.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
But Uncle Rick, it's your turn.
So let's see. He said emotions.
They're so obvious. If you want to
Uh,
pass,
let's
you
say
can think
that
about it.
we could go with physical characteristics.
No, come on.
You said there it was easy.
They're curvy.
Okay. Do you want to pass and think about it a little bit?
I'll pass. I'm no good at this.
You
Alex,
think about
what's
it.
that?
You think about it. I'm going to come back to you, Uncle Rick. Okay,
Emotional.
Alex.
Yeah.
Impulsive.
One of
No.
the 10 main differences between men and women besides anatomy.
And
Well,
I already
you
said
didn't
emotion.
tell me that.
I already said emotion.
Oh,
So you got to come
Well,
up with
You
one.
tricked me.
okay. Without physical anatomy, their minds.
Very good.
Hey! That's because I
Left
grew up in Greek
brain.
house.
Left brain versus both hemispheres. Men tend to process better in the left hemisphere of the brain, while women tend to process equally well between the two hemispheres. This difference explains why men are generally stronger with left brain activities and approach problem solving from a task-oriented perspective.
That's my problem.
While women typically solve problems more creatively and are more aware of feelings while communicating.
Wow.
Agree or disagree?
They do. Women do look at things differently.
Yeah,
They do. I did
They
at
do.
one
So
point
does
in
my
time.
gay friend too.
I was reading the book by John. Is
Hi.
it by Dr. Gray, or is he a doctor? The men are from
Yes,
Mars, women are from
yes.
Venus, and it does.
Oh yes, yeah.
There are many
Venus.
differences. Like your lady friend would tell you, "Boy, look at those flowers, aren't they beautiful?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, they're pretty." And
Sure,
what
dude, yeah,
and what
whatever.
she's saying is, "I want some damn flowers." and what you're seeing is those are some pretty flowers.
Or-
Let's
So-
get
so-
going.
So
or
if-
another things along those same lines is she may be saying that your flower bed needs mulched.
So what happens if we
Or
go? If
or
we go
somebody
past
needs
the,
to tend to that flower bed.
So what happens if we go past the car dealership
The car.
and you say, "Oh, that's a nice car."
There
so what
you
you're
go,
saying is, "I
really.
want that damn car."
Well, it could be because it
Or you could just be admiring it. That's what we mean by that we're thinking differently.
well, people I don't read minds.
No, come on.
And it's hard to read a woman's
It-
mind.
it
There's
really
doubt
is.
about
That's
it.
because a woman's mind is
And see,
never made
But
up.
me
No,
and,
it's
me
not.
and my
That's
wife
just-
made a
it's
deal
like-
in the beginning.
Yeah.
If you need to tell me something, you need to tell me something.
Don't
Right.
beat
Yes.
around the bush.
I
Don't-
agree.
Just do it.
Don't
If you
'cause I-
say, look at the
'cause I
flowers,
won't.
don't mean
I
give me
can't.
some mulch.
I don't know how.
I agree.
Or get out there and weed it, you lazy.
If I'm not doing something that I need to be doing, say it. Don't go, well, I'm going to go cut the grass. And then I'm going to go, but why?
Yeah, why?
It's not that day yet.
Why are you making me
You know,
feel guilty?
Yeah.
My,
Say
I
what-
had
That's
a
a Greek way.
marriage.
But she did. She said she would, and she has. She's been very stuck with it.
But it's
Right.
very true.
It's best to be upfront because
And I
we
do the
do
same with her.
process things differently.
I'd
and
say.
I
I'd say-
always tell the ladies, I said, just imagine Just remember,
Just
guys
imagine.
are boys.
I have a sister.
You do?
No, you.
Oh, I have two.
See?
Yeah.
And they look like this.
They do.
Okay, so
They shaved earlier,
let's
so that's
move
good.
on. All right, good job.